Hey guys, welcome back. Marius here, and today we have Steam Summer Sale, and let's look at the games below $5. I need to point out these are why in this series I have such split. These are all the games where discount is the same as it was recorded before. So for example, you will see probably a game that costs the same as in last winter sale or previous summer sale, so it's not a record discount. For that I have separate video, but it's still the lowest price for the game that you can have below $5. We have 42 of them, so let's jump right to the point and I will be quick as possible. Left 4 Dead 2, this is the first title we have. Overwhelming positive rating, 97%. So, recommend the game. 3,000 reviews, more than. So yeah, I don't need to introduce the game. 80% discount, less than $2, and the game can be yours. Steam Summer Sale, here we go. Let's move on. Next game we have Stronghold Crusader, of course, one of my favorite games from Stronghold series, and overwhelming positive rating, of course, 97%, sorry. And yeah, this is a HD version, but 80% discount. So such discount was before. If you skip the game then, maybe now is the great time to have it for less than $2. Oh my god, yes, hell yes, this is an awesome game. Moving on, we have Faster Than Light. This is a small game. Usually I skip such games because of the graphics. I really like graphics, but oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Once you get into the game, roguelike, not quite sure, but space strategy, sci-fi, indie game, there's so much into it. The upgrades, the ships, the crew, the specializations, oh boy, it's really amazing game. And you know what, 75% off, it's a great deal. It's a great deal, guys. $2.50 and Faster Than Light can be yours. Ooh, now in 9 languages even. Great, let's move on. We have, as always, Batman, Arkham Asylum. I hope I pronounced it correctly now. Game of the Year edition. We are still in overwhelming positive game rating. It degrades by the time, but still, yeah, you know the ratings, you can't always trust them, but it's good to keep an eye for them. So what we have here, as the title says, below $5. So yes, $4.99 still counts as 75% discount. If you want it, ever wanted, this is a great time to have it because the same discount as recorded before. Let's move on, but we have Shadow Tactics Blade of Shogun. This is again super cool game. I've played it too little, but I have played it. It's basically good old commandos, I'd say a little bit upgraded and in Asia. That's the easiest way how to describe it. And 90% discount, you know, when it's 10 times less than original price, you know it's a great deal. And it is. For euros, yes, my prices are shown in euros because Steam forces currency based on your location, but it's the same discount for US dollars, for Canadian dollars, for most of the summer sales apply to all the currencies, all the countries. There are some exceptions, but that's the Steam to blame, not me, okay? Let's move on. There are too much great titles. For example, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, of course, Elder Scrolls 4, Game of the Year edition, and it's old game. Keep in mind, always check the reviews. Down in the description are game title, link to the Steam, timestamp, everything you need to make a educated decision. Because you can check, for example, the rating fall down by 1% in last 30 days. Anyways, the game, 75% off. Yes, it's a great deal. $3.75, and this Game of the Year edition can be yours. Let's move on. We have Yakuza 0. I have not played it as much, but well, come on, the ratings are super high. As you can see, it's even higher than through the whole period of the time. Sega developer, publisher, and game for $4.99. Yeah, 75% off. That's a great deal, you know. If you ever wanted the game, I'm not saying like you have to buy it. Never, never. Gaming is the entertainment. If you have spare money and if you were looking for Yakuza for some time, this is again the same discount it was previously. So yeah, not a record, not something new, but the same good old 75% off, always great. Here I have Doom 64. Yes, you can see from the... Oh the hell, okay. So you can see this is the old Doom, but you can see the release date is 2020, March, so a little bit more than a year ago. As far as I can tell, it's a remake for the new machines. Good old Doom. I have played it when it originally came out, like originally, not the 2020 release. So yeah, I had to put it here. Bethesda Softworks is publisher, and sorry, price, yes, 70% off. So we are talking about €1.5, $1.5. Always check below. I will not spend my time showcasing. There are bundles, there are exceptions, there are season passes and all that discounts. Just check the main game. If you're interested in the title, check what else Steam offers, because there's too much. I'm already spending too much time on this title. So moving on, we have Evil Genius original game. There is second Evil Genius released recently, but a bit more into depth. There is Evil Genius. No wonder there's a rating 95%, overwhelming positive rating. Super old game, but still it holds the unique graphics. Still holds the game as highly, I'd say, recommended. Time after time I still install it and play it through because it is amazing. Now 75% off, $2.50, and the game can be yours. Great deal indeed. Alright, moving on. Oh boy, yes. Just listen, no, stop screaming. The game is from '93, so I believe there will be gamers that are not even as old as this game, but this is where actually XCOM came from. And despite the pixel graphics, which at that point was the only possible way to, yeah, we came from there. The game, the strategy, the upgrades, the research, everything is just amazing. The graphics, I'd say, is the only thing that lacks in that year games. And there will be one more, UFO Defense and Terror from the Deep. Those are the two earliest XCOM games. So if you ever wondered where the XCOM series came from, these are two games with bad graphics, and there will be also Apocalypse, I believe, which is a better graphic. Those three games basically are the golden fundament of XCOM series. Yeah, 124, 75% off, and you can see there's a complete pack, as I mentioned. Apocalypse, Enforcer, Interceptor, Terror from the Deep, and UFO Defense. It's basically everything you would ever want to have. Yes, greatest deal. But let's move on. Impossible Creatures. This is a Steam edition. Just check it out. That's what I'm suggesting. There is no other game that allows and basically pushes you to combine creatures, different creatures. That's fun idea, and I'm still I have played it recently, to be honest. Yeah, you basically get genes from different type of animals, and then you combine them to make your perfect kind of army, which is, yeah, you can see it's absolutely insane, and that's where the fun comes in. 90 6% rating when it came out. Lately, of course, it's a little bit less because the graphics, as you can see, is really old. It's come on, the game will be in 2 years, it will be 10-20 years old. 2.5 bucks and impossible creatures can be yours. Let's move on. We have Deus Ex Human Revelation Director's Cut. So this is Deus Ex, actually is also super game. The first Deus Ex, which is actually really old, was amazing. This is a bit newer edition, so let me calculate, 8 years ago released game. Now on Steam discount, 85% off. Yes, it costs $3. $3. So yeah, check it out. Most likely it can be run on any machine current days because yeah, it's older. But Deus Ex series are pretty unique. It's, yeah, cyberpunk not so much, but stealth RPG, sci-fi first-person shooter. The coolest part are the upgrades, the installations you can put in your eyes, in your arms for stability, and yeah, it's just, if you ever wanted to check the game out, this is a great time. Moving on, we have Bayonetta. I haven't played it, but I know there are a huge fan base for Bayonetta, and this, I believe, is the first installment. There is Automata as well, I think that's the newer one, but anyways, I'm just putting it here because I see the positive ratings, and I know there's a huge fan base. It's not my cup of tea, but I'm here to inform you the price is down again, 75% off, so yeah, basically $5 and game can be yours. If you ever wanted it, this is a great time to have it. Moving on, oh yeah, Just Cause 2. Why the hell there's a... Steam, why you do this to me? So yeah, Just Cause, all the series I have played, and yes, it is awesome, fun, destruction-oriented, huge. It's basically something like Grand Theft Auto on drugs, on heavy drugs. But it's not... What was the other title I was so hyped about? With the violet colors and everything. I will remember. So this is more kind of realistic, despite the fact you can destroy almost everything and jump around like a Spider-Man, but it's Square Enix developers, so yeah. This is an older edition, 11 years old game, but we are talking about $1.5. It's basically off. You can see it's again 10 times cheaper when it was released. So if you want to experience Just Cause or have it just in your library, you know, it's basically as a collection item, and it's a great collection item. Now we have Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain, absolutely my favorite. Don't start yelling on me, don't you dare, about how Metal Gear Solid, the first, the Snake, and all those pixelated games are the best. Yes, it's again, the Metal Gear Solid came from there. It's basically old. But if you are talking about the games that aged well, like graphics-wise, and I can't. This is again the game I'm basically once a year, once 2 years, I install again and play again because it is amazing. And yes, it's released, actually, it's not that old, it's 6 years old only. Very positive, my highly recommended games. So yeah, you can have it for... Come on, why I so hate it. So this should be in different section, it should be below $5. Why the hell it slipped through? So mad. Anyways, you see there's $7.49. So I will put it in right correction, my mistake. I was sorting through a few thousand of games for you, so mistakes were made. But this is a great game. Just putting it out there and moving on. The rest of the games should be below $5. So what we have here is Witcher 2. This is not the Witcher everyone knows. Assassin of Kings Enhanced Edition. So, also a very old game, but if you are into Witcher series and you want to play all of them, the first one, the second, the third, you know, there's 3 of them, then yeah, for $3 it can be yours, 85% off. Pretty good deal, I would like to say. Let's move on. We have Far Cry 3. There are a lot of Far Cries. I like them all, to be honest. It's great. These are great games, great series. This one, of course, one of the best villains in gaming industry ever. Vaas. This dude you see right here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. He's such a great villain that you like him more than probably these kids that find themselves in trouble. Okay. And yeah, you can see there's 85% off, so $3 only. Game can be yours and you can experience this insanity. If you don't know the definition of insanity, you need to have it and play it, and then you will know. Alright, let's move on. We have Resident Evil 4. I will say out right away, this is not my cup of tea. Too much, I don't know, I never went into Resident Evil, but I know you guys most likely have played it and want to play it, want to have it. So 4th edition, again, we are talking about really very positive ratings. Under $5, barely under $5, but 75% off, and the game can be yours, right? That's what we are here for. Steam Summer Sale. Alright, let's move on. What we have, I need to speed up. Yeah, of course I need to speed up. Witcher, this is the first Witcher Enhanced Edition Director's Cut. So, you can have it as well. €1.5 euros, $1.5 most likely will be the price, because it is 85% off. Now you can see, you can play first one, second one, and I think the third is always also on a discount, so you can get them all if you want to. Now we have Payday 2. I played it, I didn't like it, but it's a huge hit. You can see 300,000 people gave positive rating, and actually it went up by the last 5,000 votes, 95%. If I remember correctly, it's co-op, yeah, up to 4 player to play a heist. Somehow I couldn't find myself, but anyways, it's just me. The problem is me, not in the game, because you can have it paying $1, €1, $1, and the game can be yours. 10 times cheaper than it originally came out. Hell yeah. You know, grab for your friends. That's the best part. You can buy it and, I don't know, have a $5 and gift the same game for your, I don't know, buddies, and you can play it. Even if it's not the newest title. The most important part is to have fun with your friends, if and when you have them. Alright, here I need to take a little pause, because oh boy, I hate some parts of this. Yes, of course I've played Sims, I have played all of them, and it's highly positive game, and let me show you where the trouble starts. The trouble starts. The game, the base game is under $5, so 88% off. It's huge discount for an 80 euros, but the problem starts with all these bundles, because the game has, as you can see, yes, this is where the problem starts. And if you pay attention, the game you can have for less than $5. Now just take a look. Some of these additions cost 20, 3 times more expensive. So if you count them all together, you can see in all DLCs it comes together with 500. And if you are wondering what on earth is this, let me go back up here. Welcome to Electronic Arts. This is the reason why Electronic Arts is one of the most hated publishers in gaming industry, because they are absolutely scams of the world. That they are not user friendly, player friendly, nothing. They basically suck every single buck out of your wallet, so be aware of it. So despite the game can be yours by so cheap, you basically can play, I don't know, 1/40th of it, because all the additional items and things are locked behind huge amount of money. Okay, you are warned. If you want it, the base game is kinda super cheap now. That's the trick, that's the bait. They're baiting. Now you have the base game, then you want pets, you want vacations, and then you start spending. Be aware, don't be such, yeah, don't pay to Electronic Arts, they are scams. What we have next is MudRunner. I have covered all the SnowRunner, and this is where the game started. MudRunner is a little bit less, let's say, it's not the same as SnowRunner. SnowRunner is more in depth and better graphics and improvements, of course, are there. But still, if you want MudRunner and see where the game came from, 80% off, $5, and MudRunner is yours. It's basically first and the second installment, and as you can see, it's still awesome. It's still, if you are into tracks and or you have done SnowRunner, you know, completed everything, and you need more to deliver, more to go through the muds and crazy terrain, it's for you. All right, let's speed up a little bit. Firewatch. Played it, completed it, and yes, it is as kind of good as it's highlighted. 93%, yes, very positive rating. It's a story. It's a cool story with some little puzzles, and it's interesting. It's way more interesting than it looks like. Check it out. Atmospheric, story-rich, mystery adventure, kind of, yes. There is no scares or horror or something like that. It's just you are wondering what the hell happened, and you travel around, and yeah. 75% off, $5, and Firewatch can be yours. Cool indeed. Let's move on. We have, as I promised, Terror from the Deep, another XCOM series. As you can see, 2 years later, this is the next in a series, basically the beginning of the game. Oh boy, it's so great, it's so great. Despite the fact that you see so much pixels, you can count them, all of them. But turn-based strategy, the equipment, the upgrades, the improvements, it's so great. And yeah, as I mentioned before, we are talking about $1.24, 75% off. And as I previously mentioned, you see a little bit more expensive, and you have all the base XCOM games. This is the complete pack I would advise to get, because it's super cheap and you can play all these old school gems, basically the games I grew up with. Alright, let's move on. Why Steam has not loaded? Damn Chrome. Divinity. This, again, we are talking still about very positive, mostly positive rating. I was not into much this not genre. RPG is my jam, but this particular was not so much for me. But I'm here for you guys. It's all about you, because we are talking about game that costs less than half of the euro. It's like you can't buy a candy even with such price. I think that Kinder Surprise or Snickers costs more now. That's also not my stuff. I'm just wondering. It's like there is nothing in the world that you can buy for such price and it gives you something similar in experience. Maybe only the shocks, little shock. Yeah, these are amazing. Anyways, let's move on. I'm here to tell you about super discounts, 90% off Divinity. Great. So this is the XCOM series 2 more years later, 97. As you can see, we are not into pixels as much. Graphics is improved immensely. This was a huge jump. So XCOM Apocalypse is one of the best XCOM games. From all the XCOM games you can find, this is one of the greatest. And I'm not even exaggerating. The graphics is still the same, the lowest point, but oh boy, this screen already gives me the sense of the sniper grenades, smoke grenades, stun grenade. Each of these stats improve the more you play with basically at the end of the game you have your Rambo team that is absolutely insanely accurate and run and health, and oh boy, it's so great to see the development of character. And then you give the improved armor where you can fly, then you combine them, and then oh boy, and then you get your hands on enemy weapons and craft new aircraft, new engine. You change engine, not the aircraft, you change engine and it flies faster. It's so great. Again, we are talking about €1.24. Still, it is included in this pack. I advise you to get it if you are into strategy, turn-based strategy. And yes, one thing I need to point out. I think this is the only XCOM game. Let me try to find. I think there was a screenshot. You can see. The only XCOM game which before every mission start it asks, do you want to play turn-based or you can play real-time strategy. Real-time strategy with play and pause button. Basically you put orders for your team and then unpause it, and then they run, and when they reveal enemy they start shooting, and it happens real time. This was the only XCOM, I think it was only, that allows you to switch from turn-based to real-time. If that's not enough, I don't know guys, what are you looking for? Alright, I need to move on faster, even faster. Railroad Tycoon, really old game, we are still in before millennia. But I need to point out, I grew up with this, and Railroad Tycoon 2 Platinum, I think there will be one more, but it is absolutely insanely good. The trains, you need to apply water and sand and the weight, and it's great. It's so great game. And we are talking, look at the price, you know, these days when the games cost 60 and up to 70 euros, this game is nothing. It's nothing, right? The soda can costs more than this. So yeah, 75% off for this old gem. If you are into railroads, this is one of the railroad games. Yeah, just check it out. Check the ratings. The 90% of people suggest it. Maybe it's your jam. Now we are in Age of Empires Definitive Edition. We are talking about the game that was released, Definitive Edition was released, count, almost 2 years ago. So it's original Age of Empires, but after 20 years they absolutely improved it. So now we are talking about 75% discount for your most loved strategy game. Costs barely a little bit below $5, but $5 and Age of Empires Definitive Edition is yours. Great, absolutely. Let me see what we have next. Styx, Master of Shadows. There will be, I think, one more game. $2, 90% off. So 10 times cheaper than originally came out. Very positive and mostly positive rating. It's unique game, it's unique style, it's stealth. It's really based on stealth because you are a little goblin that basically, yeah, sneaks around. Check it out if that's your jam. This is a great time to have it. And this is the next installment, Shards of Darkness. As you can see, we are still talking about very positive, 90% ratings. Game, yeah, this is $5, 75% off. Still the same setting, the same idea. Next improved version, right? I've played it. I think I left it somewhere in the middle, just because there's too much to play. I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I leave a lot of games unfinished just because, yeah, there's too much things going on in the gaming world. Prototype, absolutely oldest game, but oh boy, this is something insane. This is something like Grand Theft Auto, not Far Cry, but slipped my mind, previously mentioned game. Where you jump around, you get the idea. But this is on drugs and steroids and shrooms on the same time, because the sci-fi factor kicks in, and parkour and flying around and doing this. Yeah, this is an ability. This is not a cinematics. You actually can do it to enemies. You can do so much in this game. Absolutely insane. 75% off, $5, and prototype is yours. This is one of the most underrated games in the industry. I shit you not. This is also your ability. This is your super. Yeah. This is you. This is you. Insanely good is this game. Then we have the Dead Island Definitive Edition. I am always into Dying Light. Let's remove unneeded highlights. I did it before, so you don't have... I'm not dividing your attention. Before Dying Light, Dead Island was the best zombie game out there. That's it. So in Dead Island you don't have all the parkour elements and all that, but story-wise and the characters and the development and all that, I'm sad to say, but yes, since Dying Light came out, Dead Island looks a bit, come on, it's not as great, but I've played it all the time when it came out, when the Riptide came out, then Definitive Edition. And if you are into zombie games, in a story, it's zombie survival, co-play, multiplayer, action, I would advise to get it, because we are talking again about huge discounts, 75% off, so $5 and the game can be yours. As you can see, there's Dead Island Retro Revenge Definitive Edition and Riptide Definitive Edition. This is basically, there is kind of, I haven't heard anything new about Dead Island 2. The game is so long into development, and I think developers changed already 3 times, so I hope they will release the new game sometime soon, because this game was, oh boy, the weapon crafting, the skills, the abilities, the upgrades, not abilities but skills themselves. That's so great, great game. All right, I need to move on. Windward, absolutely small game, costs you €2, $2, 75% off. And what the hell is $4? Okay, you will find out yourself. I've played it. I've spent too much time in this game, and I can't leave it without recommending. It's a little ship game. It's kind of easy and simple, and at the same time, it's so simple that drives you so much into it, because there is upgrades. There are captains, their improvements, skills, buying cheaper, selling more expensive, pirates, fight so much into such a little game. Absolutely loved it. Spent way much time, more than I want to admit. All right, Windward. Down in the description there is links and everything, so you can check it out and purchase if you want it. Prince of Persia, I include specifically this title. I will highlight this because this is unique, one of the Prince of Persia with unique art style. Something similar actually with Borderlands. Why? Because I love and played all the Prince of Persia. Other, for example, Warrior Within, Sand of Time, Sand of Time, okay, you know what I'm talking about. They had these realistic graphics that didn't age so well. If you now look at the game, it's like, can I play something better? Where this game, with this artistic style, is, as you can see, pretty well aged, right? That's the thing I'm trying to explain. And as you can see, rating is up to 90%. So yeah, did I mention we're talking about €2? We're talking €2 game. Again, in these days when the game costs €60, this is 30 times cheaper. Of course, it's an older game, but if you haven't played it and if you check it out and you see what you like what you see, 80% off and Prince of Persia is yours. Great. What else we have? BioShock Remastered. I don't need to... I can basically leave it as it is. BioShock is absolutely legendary, known in gaming industry. If you haven't seen it, BioShock, there are, I think, more... yeah. BioShock Remastered, BioShock 2 Remastered, BioShock Minerva's then Remastered, BioShock Infinite, this is the most popularly known, and then Season Pass and everything. You see the package itself costs $12 and you have basically all the BioShock games. I would advise to have it. I have played it, left it somewhere in the middle, I know, don't hit me. This is, I believe I will someday, when there will be nothing else to play, I will install and play it through, and then I will be super excited even more. The game has so much in it, and you can find absolutely every one gamer who played it from the zero to the end, highlighting and absolutely saying how awesome it is. This is why the rating should be higher, but it's BioShock. It's BioShock universe, the whole world, the setting and everything. Just check it out. If you like it, great time to buy it. Age of Wonders. I think Age of Wonders 2 is the... yeah, you see there's a lot of Wonders game and 3 and everything, but we are here for super cheap games, so 80% off. First Age of Wonders, released 11 years ago. I actually think Age of Empires, the second and the third, I think is the super hyped game. Whenever there's gaming discussion, someone mentions, yeah, but Age of Empires, and I'm like, yeah, it was good, but I'm not in that hype train, right? But I'm here for you guys. Sorry, I'm talking too much. For highlighting absolutely great deals. 80% off from for this title, and you can check out, this is the bundle. The planet file, that this will be in different section of my videos, but here it is. If you ever wanted it, if you don't have it yet, this is the time to have it. The Surge, there are 2 games. This is the oldest one, that's why it's cheaper, 75% off. I've played it way more than you would probably think. Yeah, the rating is good. It's basically Dark Souls in mech. It's the whole type, everything. When you die, you need to come back and collect your souls. Kind of, it's really the idea is the same, and the crazy boss fights and all that. And here the improvements. I never went into Dark Souls as much, and I'm not a big fan of that kind of game, but if you give me the same thing with robotic improvements and implants, I'm like, hell yeah, I like it. Anyways, yeah, $5, game can be yours. The Surge, great game, great game. As I promised, Railroad Tycoon 3, this is an improved version. As you can see, graphics is a little bit better as well. If you are into trains, right, I need to highlight. Yeah, it's hard to see. The graphics is really old, but Railroad fans, if you are into, yeah, oh boy, yeah, I see the buttons already. I remember the struggle, the type of building you need, the improvements you need to make for your stations. It's check it out. It's a really old game, but we are talking about $2.50, 75% off. As you can see, you can get this Sid Meier's Railroads is absolutely not. It's super easy. There's nothing. There's no challenge whatsoever. And these two games, yeah, they are in this video. I previously mentioned this one as well. Anyways, there's a bundle. You can get it. I believe the price will be cheaper if you buy them in bundle, not separately. Anyways, I'm here to give you an option and links in the description. Your decision to make. Deus Ex Mankind Divided. No, there was a... No, this was the same. It's already previously... I have opened two different tabs, I believe. I already mentioned it. It's previously shown. Not to be able to find it right away. Just need to make sure. No, that was Human Revelation. My bad, my bad. This is Mankind Divided. I think this is the latest one. You can keep the track for all of them, you know. 85% off for $4.50, and the game is yours. Released, what's 5 years ago? But that also was 5 years ago. Anyways, you can see they're highlighting how great it is. Mostly positive, very positive. IGN gave 9.2 rating. So if you like, as I mentioned before, Deus Ex, they have way more titles in the series than I can name right now. I know the oldest one. Now I have two in here, so it's at least 3-4 titles. Anyways, this is for you. If you like the game, go grab it. A little bit below $5. Last games, Cossacks 2 Battle for Europe, strategy game, real-time strategy, historical, and yeah, I so long time ago played, oh boy, but we are here for super cheap prices, you know, 1.24. As you can see, there's a Cossacks and American Conquest pack that includes a lot of things, blah blah blah. Just check it out if that's your jam. Real-time strategies. Oh yeah, I remember they had approximately at the same time there was Age of Empires and Age of Wonders and Majesty and all other games. This game has kind of realistic size buildings. As you can see, that your army is so small compared to the buildings, which was kind of yeah, that was something new at that time. Because, for example, Age of Empires, especially the first one, the house where can live 10 people is smaller than people, the man that's or any army man who stands right next to it. I'm lack of words at the moment. Anyways, check out the game. Down in the description are all the links and everything. Assassin's Creed Unity. If you missed the time when the game was given for free, when there was a disaster happening at Notre Dame, I think it was caught on fire, and then as Notre Dame can be, you can jump around in this game. They gave, I think, for 2 weeks for free for everyone, so you can experience Notre Dame before the fire caught and destroyed a lot of valuables in there. So anyways, currently the game is still on sale. I need to point out this was one of the infamous when it came out, with huge disastrous characters, only eyes popping, the really disaster when it came out, right? But keep in mind, it was improved and it was fixed, right? And Unity was, and I think is, first Assassin's Creed game where you can play with friends. The idea, the Unity itself gives you the idea that you can play with others, basically more assassins in one setting, which is great thing. So yeah, if you have some friends or someone playing it, this is the great game where you can experience it with your friends. 85% off, less than $5. Both check marks are there, so I'm here to highlight. And of course, I have played it, and I think, yeah, I know Assassin's Creed, I have finished all of them. Not the last one, the Valhalla is still pending. But yeah, really positive rating. As you can see, it's improved over the time. Absolutely cheap Assassin's Creed to grab it. All right, and last in entry, we have Anno 2017. Quick recap and just announcement. I advise every Anno game. I have played it since the first one, Anno 1602, I believe was the first one. Anyways, you can check it out. There are a lot of games in a series. I have played all of them. They all have something new, unique. And for example, this one, yeah, mixed reviews. Don't pay attention to them. It's a good game. I think this was the first one that introduced intergalactic approach, where you have base in different, in a Mars, in a world, and you need to share the resources. I might be mistaken, but all of Anno games, despite the bad rating, that's why it's last in the entry, but 75% off for $5. It can be yours. If you are into strategy, city builder, simulation games, go grab it. All right, guys, I tried to be as fast as I could. All the games below $5 with discount as good as it was in previous sales is here. There are three more videos I'm going to make. So next will be $5 to $10, $10 to $15, and then everything over $15. All right. If you're interested in more expensive games, then we will meet in that videos. For now, I end this one, and we will meet in them in the other videos. Too long video, too much talking. Oh boy. Cheers.